Approximately 8 years have passed since I nearly hit a friend of mine with my car. These were university times, so for some reason, the agreement for me to make it up to him was to buy him KFC. You might be wondering what the heck the story has to do with a day in the life, but it was this friend who suggested I do this video. The story evidently still haunts me because I never did buy that KFC. There are literally 2 KFCs in the Ring of Amsterdam, both around 2 kilometers away from me. So please tell me what this was doing lying on the ground outside my house as soon as I began working on this video. In all seriousness, it was in a parking lot, so it wouldn't have been fatal, but I still felt like a noob, so let's set things right. I spent a good amount of time brainstorming how to even make a day in the life video interesting. After all, the gaps in between travel, getting married, starting a new job can seem somewhat ordinary and, dare I say it, mundane. So, instead of just showing you my life, I want to show you how it's changed since I moved from Johannesburg to Amsterdam. For the good and maybe the not so good, but mostly just for the different, because life is ultimately what you make it. Also, I want to keep things real with you. Like, who am I even kidding? This is not me. I don't journal. I barely write things down. I'm more of a, I'll remember this and then instantly forget kind of girl. This is real. This is my life. Also, it's 9 degrees today. My hands are going numb. Welcome to the Netherlands.
What's the angle? I'm not playing that game. It's the same business.
My day begins with a run or a weight session at the gym. Giving up my running community in Bryanston was one of the hardest parts of immigrating. It's really bittersweet because of course I'm grateful that I'm able to head out safely on my own, but self-motivation isn't always there. Fortunately, I have recently found a super lovely running group here, so we'll see how that goes. Something that might surprise you is that I haven't really needed to buy any new clothes to suit the weather over here. It's kind of the same as those bitter -2-degree mornings that we used to have in Johannesburg. The loop around Vondel Park is 3.5 kilometers and it's super nice being surrounded by so many active people. Rollerbladers, fitness classes, cyclists, runners, walkers, all trying to get their morning movement in and endorphins up. And one massive thing that changed with my running, this little hill here over this canal is essentially my heels. If I ever had to train for a trail run, I don't quite know how I'm going to do it. Gyms here are significantly smaller than the South African gyms, but they have everything you need for weight training, group classes, stretching and cardio. The only thing you would potentially miss is a pool and your free post-workout kawaii smoothie. Staying fit through winter is an extra challenge with all this darkness. Whether you choose to work out at 7 a.m. or 5 p.m, you're working out at night, so if you're running, don't forget to grab a light. Summer is obviously entirely different. You could head out at 10 p.m. and it'd still be light outside. Oh, did you expect it to be light out after I finished gym in January? Oh no, no. And one other fantastic thing that changed is the fact that after a tough leg day at the gym, I don't get into my little cushy car. I need to get back on my bicycle and work those little legs. Once I get home, it's time to hustle.
It's a new day for a high. It's another day to try to get by. And ooh, yeah, I'm feeling now every second, every hour of the day. Yeah. It's a new day for a high. Yeah.
I no longer own and drive a car for my commute. I no longer get cut off by taxis all the way down William Nicol Drive. I no longer listen to 947 and Anela's Breakfast Express, and I miss her laugh. I traded my Renault Clio for a bicycle and would hate going back to needing a car. I think most people know about the rain here, but one thing I was completely unaware of was the extreme wind. When our friends told us about the first storm arriving, I anticipated Joburg level thunder and electric storms, but no, that's not what happens here. Here it means extreme wind. Literally, my pants are like wet. So, if it is extremely windy or rainy and I'm just not in the mood to fight for my life, then I will take the metro. I love my fits lifestyle. It's movement and movement is always good. I know these shots may make it look like a moment of calm and an opportunity to clear my head for the day, but this is not calm. This is a race, and I must beat everyone else on the road, including the trams, and inevitably land up arriving at the office breaking out into a full-on sweat. I genuinely don't know why I'm like this. The daily 15-minute commute. It's kind of like the tour de office, giving me the chance to ponder all of life's most important questions, like, if we're not supposed to have midnight snacks, then why is there a light in the fridge? Just saying. Welcome to the office. Morning, Laura.
Ciao, Mish.
Are you ready to tackle the corporate world today?
We've got this, girl.
Yeah.
Morning, girls. Hey, I was wondering if you have time to help me on a TikTok video.
Yes! I've been waiting for this. I've been teaching Laura a little something. Cross, cross, switch. Cross, cross, switch. Cross, cross, switch. Cross, cross, switch.
Well, that won't be necessary.
How come?
On a serious note, how often is it that you get to work with colleagues who are willing to be part of your YouTube shenanigans? I'm so grateful for my team and so happy to have found this company. And I know it looks like we're just fooling around, but we work hard and we play hard, and that's how I like it. Now it's time for a little lunch.
So, Zoe, do you have any gossip for us? Actually, girls, I do.
After work, it's time to head home to sort out dinner. In South Africa, we used to do a big shop on a Sunday, but because we have 3 grocery stores within 650 meters of our house, we tend to go more frequently. Also, self-checkout has absolutely changed my life. It is so much faster and effective. We no longer have to plan our meals around the South African thing called load shedding, which is essentially hours of power cuts which are meant to be on a schedule but hardly ever are.
Can you see anything? No, you can't because it's load shedding in Africa.
Generally, our weeknight evenings tend to be pretty chilled. Nat and I will usually cook dinner together and then we'll just try to enjoy the few hours left of the evening. But tonight we're going to one of my favorite restaurants, Soju Bar.
I don't know if I'm going to do the whole thing.
Cheers.
In Johannesburg, we used to have a housekeeper come in once a week. She would do the laundry, change the linen, clean the house, all for just around 17 euros or 350 rand. Here, we have a housekeeper every 2 weeks, and we pay her 17 euro an hour. We do our own laundry, linen and ironing, and maintain the home throughout the rest of that time, which means evenings often have these chores waiting to be dealt with too. I'm not always good at this, but I try to be as kind to future Michelle as possible in the evenings. That means packing lunch, taking out running or gym clothes, packing my laptop bag if it's an office day, and sometimes I'll even take out an outfit. Anything and everything to reduce the rush of the morning the next day. One of my New Year's resolutions was to read more. Get Mr. Duck up in here. I've been doing pretty well so far. I must say, adapting to life here wasn't always simple. There were plenty moments of overstimulation and complete frustration. Figuring out which bicycle brand is the best to buy and which lock will decrease the risk of it being stolen might sound like something small, but when you've got a million things to be figuring out, it's a lot. The sheer amount of times that I've called Matt in absolute tears when dealing with public transport to say, I've missed my stop. I don't know where I am, for him to literally guide me home. bones. So if you're new here, don't worry. I promise you it does get easier. If there is perhaps something that you're struggling with and you think that I might be able to help you, then please be sure to drop a comment below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and be sure to give it a little thumbs up. And just like that, it's bedtime. Whoever it is out there, we are officially clearing my name of this KFC karma. It's done. Good night.